2,400 young emerging leaders between the ages of 21 to 28 years from 89 different countries across the world. CEE is a fellowship program that allows youth to receive an intensive leadership curriculum and work with non-profits in Washington, D.C., while in the U.S. specifically on issues related to open and participatory government. And Dr. Dennis, as may be aware, he's 25 years of age, and of course among the 124 best and brightest young emerging leaders from around the world. And currently, we're told he was attend several high-profile meetings in the Washington, D.C. with some U.S. Congress members who focus on Africa, including several international organizations based in the Washington, D.C. And let's whether we can join him quickly here, and then we'll talk on your radio. Dr. Ellis, good afternoon. Welcome to Deacon Deep in Central Liberia.
Good afternoon, Comway, and good afternoon to the peace-loving people of Bon County and those in Central Liberia. It is a pleasure to join you live from Washington, D.C.
Great. And how is the Washington, D.C. with you at the moment?
At the movement, I'm experiencing cold that I've never experienced before. The weather condition is a challenge, but it's a good experience there so far, so good. I've met a lot of people I never dreamed of meeting before, so it is an amazing opportunity, and I want to say thanks to the U.S. government for providing young leaders from around the world this opportunity to come in the U.S. and receive professional development training, to network with other people, hear their stories, share your story with them, and it has been good so far.
Great. And just before we can move forward, what's about this program, the community engagement? And the big news, we've been seeing that in Front Page Africa and other newspapers since it left, people talking about this, the lone librarian. A huge competition for humanity. To make your way through. How did this happen?
And it was in December of 2020 when I saw the Community Engagement Exchange Program. It was posted on the U.S. Embassy website, it was posted everywhere, and I saw it as an opportunity as a young person who believe in the development of my country, and I saw it as an opportunity to gain professional development experience, and I gave it a try. Over 5,000 persons from around the world gave it a try. And in 2021, April, I was selected as one of the 130 fellows from all of the pool of over 4,400 young people from around the world. And we started an intensive online training. The Ebola class came into play, and we had our fellowship for school. But we were still engaged into the process, doing a lot of online activities. And again, we got readmitted into the program in July of 2022. And on September 5th, I had the privilege for the first time in my entire life to depart Liberia to come to the U.S. as an American government guest. And we arrived here, but basically my selection is based upon the work that I do in Liberia and the work we are involved with the Student Against Corruption in showing, because there is for people between the ages of 21 to 28, between that age range. These are people who participate into the Community Engagement Exchange Program. And after my selection, and after I arrived in the U.S., I arrived in Washington, D.C., and I left in transit and left to Dincho, Michigan, where we had a grand orientation. I had the opportunity and the privilege to meet other young people from 90 other countries around the world. And It was a privilege listening to their story, sharing your story, your experience. And interestingly, most of them, some of them have already been following the work that we do in Liberia, so they knew about the work that we do in Liberia. So it was not strange to them. So I had the opportunity to meet some for the very first time. We interacted, and we built a network. There's a network of young emerging leaders. Right now, there's a network of young emerging leaders from 90 countries around the world. We have built this network wherein we as young people, we can keep this connection even after the fellowship. But tomorrow, some people will be ministers, some people will be president in their country. So we want to build this network wherein we can foster change in the society. Our generation owe a lot to this world, and we believe our generation can change what have not happened, what the older generation have not done. So currently we are in the US, we are spread across various states in the US. I'm based in Washington DC, and we have had the privilege to be assigned to a host organization in the US. For me, I had the privilege to be assigned to the world's largest peace building institution in Washington DC, which is Search for Common Ground. Many of you may have known about Search for Common Ground. Search for Common Ground play a very important role in the recovery process of Liberia. If you ever hear about Talking Jump Studio before,
Yes.
yeah, it was Search for Common Ground program that they integrated into Liberia after the civil crisis to restore peace and order. So currently I'm assigned to Search for Common Ground. I'm doing my practical at Search for Common Ground in Washington DC. It's amazing. There's a big institution, and this is the largest peace building institution around the world. And I'm learning about leadership, open governance. So there are a lot of things, and I'm basically based in the policy area. And there's of experience for me. We have been doing everything. We have not been integrated. We have not been doing more policy work in Liberia. But there's something I see is unique for me. There's a first time experience on her experience. And just to share, on Tuesday I had the privilege to attend a meeting at the US Congress. I had the privilege to meet some office staff, some US Congress members on the Foreign Affairs Committee. This was a great privilege for me, and I had the opportunity to share my story from Liberia, the work that we do in Liberia, and we were basically calling on the US Congress to pass the Youth Peace and Security Act, and because it's important. Country like Liberia, country like other countries that are experiencing conflict, if the Youth Peace and Security Act is passed, it will not benefit young people in America, but it will benefit people in countries that have affected war, developing countries that have experienced war like Liberia, and will help to support young people. We, the young people around the world, we have not been very supported. We have not been supported. Most of the work you do, young people do is all a passion, but youth focused led organization led by young people in the ages 20 has never been supported. And I also had the privilege again to go at the U.S. State Department. As you may be aware, the U.S. State Department is where most of the world decisions are made. You have great people, and the U.S. State Department is one of, they have brought a lot of programs to benefit people from Africa and the rest of the world. Even the community engagement achieve program is being sponsored by the U.S. State Department. And I had the privilege to meet the conflict, the department, the people that is focused on conflict and resolution and some other things. And I had the opportunity to share my story. Everybody knows about Liberia's story. The story we face in Liberia is it's not a secret to them. And I had the opportunity to call on them again to support youth-led organizations not only in Liberia but in other developing countries. Because we are the young people. If you support us, if you support our work, it helps develop. A lot of young people, we don't have access to money. In our country, politicians choose to deprive us of getting opportunity. How many young people working in Liberia? Not many young people have access to job. Even if you have access to job, you don't earn much. So we are calling on. So I had the privilege to share that story that young people in Liberia Majority of the young people in Liberia, they follow politicians, they do the wrong thing, they do other things because they don't have money. That's the only way they can survive. But if young people are in power, the real change that we need in this world will happen. So I've been playing that advocacy role like I've always done in Liberia. So even in the US, it has not been like a limit to me. Even in a foreign land, I still had the opportunity to engage Congress. Engaging US Congress is a very big deal for people in Liberia, in our government. So it has been a very, very great engagement here, speaking with people from the US State Department. And I also had the opportunity to have a first partnership agreement in the US wherein and the Partnership for Transparent Fund will definitely be giving support to the work that we're doing, like, but the anti-corruption first. They want to use our approach, our strategies, like they will help us develop a roadmap wherein our approaches towards corruption in school, sexual abuse in school will be quite different. This time around, we will not be the one doing like having press conferences, doing something, but we'll use a more concrete approach, like investigating cases will not be the one. We have people who when we have those reports, we send it to them here in the US, wherein they can build it up, make it more concrete, do their own investigation. These are people who are trained well on issue of anti-corruption, and once there's corruption, they can definitely root it up. And come with this may surprise. This is why I want every young people under the sound of my voice. We can be that change. America did not become great by magic. It's how when I first entered America and I saw the difference between my country and that of America, I thought they used magic to develop this country. But later they I realized that the people here, it was done through hard work, through sacrifice, and there's the great equalizer. Everybody who comes to the US, you are equal, you are on the same you have the same opportunity that everybody have. You see why people when they come to the US they work hard and they earn money because America provide opportunity for all. And we believe our country need to provide opportunity for all. Even the young people, we don't have that opportunity that young people 15 years old have in the US. At age 15, you can have a job to do in the US. At age 22, 25, you cannot have a job in Liberia. It's not because we don't want to have a job, there is no opportunity. So we have to think outside the box. Something needs to be done. We cannot be somewhere in our 30s. We cannot have access to job. It's not because our government need to make the change. These are advocates that we need. Young people have to be in power. If you are not in power, how can you foster change in the society? You end up being corrupt because that's the only mean. We don't say people don't steal in the US. People do steal in the US. Yeah, but here's the thing, Komwe. If you are lucky enough to steal in the US, the US has to say if you are lucky enough to steal in the US, even if it takes 10 years, you will be grabbed. You will be caught and you will pay back what you stole. So you see a lot of people people prefer working in countries like Liberia instead of the US because there where you see corruption go on is like a culture in Liberia. Everything happen, even if people know about it, nothing can be done. So I think there's an experience, and coming back to Liberia, it will be something very great for me, and it will be something that I will have to share my experience, my story, my experience here in the US, and to use that as a case study to see how best we can improve as a nation and to bring more young people together to see how best we can foster change in our society. But on the average, with the young people in Liberia have been doing extremely well. Our story, the work that we do with our money in Liberia, it proves that we are committed. Even with you, a lot of young people who work at even small bungies out of school. There's a voluntary work, they don't get paid, and that's something that can sustain them. They don't really get paid for the work that they do. So, yeah. When I'm back in Liberia, I'll have a community engagement exchange experience, and I will use this as a platform. My own experience here. I've never been engaged in too much peace building initiative in Liberia, but here in the U.S., I work with the largest peace building organization. So what I intend to do, my own personal experience, everything I have observed with with with, with the way the American culture works. America do have system. People work in a more organized way. And it give people like us difficult who are not working in an organized society difficult time to adjust. So coming back, we were my experience here with the student against corruption, we are going to revamp, do some adjustment where we have been lacking. We put that in the mechanism. And all of you civil society organization, I'm going to provide some level of guidance, some level of support. We are going to have more collaboration, using this opportunity as a means to collaborate with other people from various civil society organization. And I'm going to be doing my community engagement exchange project, and that will be basically done in Grand Basel and that of Mankipi County.
Okay, but and another thing, I mean, for how long will you be in the U.S. for this program?
I've been in the U.S. for these are 3 months on hand